It's your boy Alex THFC, and if you don't know, get to know, and you know what time it is. It's box office time, and it was Tottenham one, Sporting one. The game of two halves, I would say. First half, awful, absolutely awful. Sporting played round us like no tomorrow. Um, the goal from Marcus Edwards, really, really good. Excellent goal. I was there at the stadium again today. A very interesting experience this game, and I warn a lot of Tottenham fans: if you do go to these Champions League games, you do get your awkward fans that think if you think a goal is really really good from the opposition, you're not a Tottenham fan. So you do have some morons in the Tottenham fan base. You do really do have some morons that I had to really, well, Mr. Box Office had to make them known to some security, and just makes you realise that they are just a bit of like morons who think that it's okay to intimidate people and think that, oh yeah, you're not a Tottenham fan because you're arts that you're a Tottenham fan. I mean, honestly, just absolute morons. And honestly, Tottenham, if you're at the stadium, honestly, there's just no point of trying to intimidate people. It's absolutely atrocious. I've got to say that. So that's just my first rant of the day. Just to make it known to some, just how you should behave in a Tottenham stadium. Just because someone acts differently to you doesn't mean that they're not a Tottenham fan, because I pay my money. And there's a reason why I'm there at the stadium, by the way. I am a Tottenham fan, so just stop acting like an absolute idiot. Sorry for that rant, but I just had to say it had to come out my mouth because I just honestly don't understand some of these fans who think that you have to act a certain way to show that you're a Tottenham fan. Honestly, absolute idiots, morons. That's what they're called, morons. And I'm going to go to I'm going to go to another Spurs game as well. So if you see me again, so what? You just don't know. You need to get to know. Mr. Box Office is always here and he's always there and he's going to always be here every single time. You know what I mean? So you can threaten me, you can try me, you can get to me, you can try every single time. You can try it, but you're going to look like a fool every single time. That's what I'm going to say. Sorry, just back on the game, just so I had to just get that out of my mouth, and just so if anybody's had that experience, I feel for you. I've got to say that, but I rise to the top, and will be the cream of the crop, and that's what how it is every single time when I'm in as a Tottenham fan, because I show in and show out every single time. Unfortunately, the Tottenham team didn't do that the first half. We got bantered. We got absolutely bantered. One thing I will say though, second half was better. And one thing I will say, and I will say this with chest, Bentacore, I will shut up now. I will shut up. He's shown himself. He's shown himself. And he was the best player on the pitch, 110%. Another player that stepped up a little bit. I don't say that he was okay. Was Gill. Gill was another good player as well. But back onto the first half. Edwards, good, very good in terms of that goal. It was a great shot from outside the box. He'd taken it really, really well. Sporting were really good in the first half. I think it was down to them, to be honest with you. And this shows you that we are not a Champions League team. We are not a Champions League team at all. 110% not a Champions League team. Because teams better than Sporting would have finished us. And there's even before Bentacore's goal, and should have taken some chances. I've got to say this. Even before Bentacore's goal from the corner, they should have scored. They should have scored the second goal, and they had chances in that second half as well on the counter. But they completely dominated us in the first half. A thing that scared me in that first half: how lack of confidence we had. We had no confidence whatsoever in that first half. I know we're bang average, but the confidence and the lack of confidence I saw from the likes of Harry Kane, Son, just looked to shatter themselves completely, non-existent whatsoever. And that first half, it was getting restless, very restless in the Tottenham in the stadium. The atmosphere was just very quiet, lots of frustration. You can feel it. You can feel the tension. And unfortunately, I had an idiot that who had to say his thing because he had to take it out on me rather than actually thinking about the fact that I'm actually just sitting here just to try and enjoy it and try and understand the game. But he taking it out on somebody else, another fan, which is again sums up the morons at the Tottenham Stadium. But not everyone's a moron, by the way. I will say this: not everyone's a moron, but unfortunately, there are a few morons who think it's okay to do that. But on the second half, I have to say that we did push more forward. The substitutions did make a little bit of a difference. You had the fact that we tried to they were pressed back more, were pushing forward more, and we were trying to get crosses in the box a lot of the time as well. And that was down to Gill, who was good, who made a little bit of an impact in stages. Bentancur was pushing forward. I would say Højbjerg was okay. Again, I don't think he was better than Bentancur. One thing I will say, I think we lacked creativity. Dyer did miss a chance, a good chance, definitely. But the contentious moment after Bentancur's goal, which was a good cross in the box, and it's a great header. And like I said, I will shut up about Bentancur now because he is influence. I mean, one thing I will say that he needs to improve is his final pass in the final third, and I think that will hopefully come about. But I think this game showed you that he is starting to influence a lot of Tottenham's play, but it's not enough. It's not enough, though. Even though he's playing well, it's not enough. He's not influencing it so much that it's influencing us winning games. Bringing us to getting us over that line. The main thing that's really sum up right now is that when Harry Kane and Son are not playing well, Tottenham are not playing well at all. And that just summed it up today. But we kept on pressing, we kept on plugging away, and we did just plug away because we were trying to grind out the game. And then last minute, Emerson gets in the box, headers it, and Kane shoots it right in the back of the net. Everyone goes elated. Everyone's elated. I was elated, clapping, cheering. But VAR chalked it off, which, on reflection, yeah, it's a close decision, very close decision in terms of the offside. But overall, it was a fair result, a draw. We didn't deserve the win at all. We weren't great at all. We just grinded out the result. And it just highlights, I mean, one thing I will say, Moira was actually not too bad. He did have a chance in the first half. And, he could have, the goalkeeper makes a really good save. So overall, it was a fair result. But it does highlight that we are not a Champions League team. We are so reliant on Harry Kane and Son to have a good game. And because of not having a good game at the moment, we are looking a shadow of ourselves. We keep on saying we played well last season. Well, it was because of Harry Kane and Son. And that's it. and simple as that. And with the exertions of our midfield, the likes of Bentancur, who is playing very well, it's not enough at the moment to get us over that line if Kane and Son are not playing well. But it's not the lack of trying, and he is shown his quality, and there is a huge respect for him now because he is stepping up a lot of the games. He's pressing, he's finding the pass, but his final pass is just not there, and it just highlights we need an attacking midfielder. 110%. Need an attacking midfielder. And that's it. And I think that's quite simple, really. But overall, fair result. A draw, 1-1. And we move on to Bournemouth in the Premier League. A point would be enough to get through the group against Marseille. Now, am I confident? I don't know. I don't know if we could handle that atmosphere. So it'd be interesting to see if we could get through. Conte's also got sent off, which was another shock as well. But overall, it was an average performance from Tottenham, really, if you're really honest, really. But at least we're still in the race to get through. But again, I don't think it's going to make any difference anyway, because you need to improve that team a lot to compete in this competition. Really have to compete really well in this competition, I have to say that, definitely. But that's all I've got for today. A very a day of drama on and off the pitch. One for me, dealing with a fan, a moron fan, calling me out, thinking I'm not a Tottenham fan, and the drama on the pitch as well. But overall, got a draw, and we move on. So as always, and I'm just going to leave it like that because I'm absolutely knackered. Mr. Box Office is knackered after that journey and the exertions today. Mr. Box Office is out of here. Take care.